welcome to today's Styling Insights. We'll just wait just for a couple of seconds to make sure that Facebook says that I'm live now. So today I would love to talk to you about functional and practical. So these are two main, I suppose, foundations of interior styling when we sort of start the process of making sure that our home is functional, and what we put in there is actually practical as well, because some things that we may put in there may work for us or may not. It's all trial and error. So it's just about really designing your interior style that is going to work well for you and your family. So you may go to your girlfriend's home, or you may go to, you might see it in a display home or an open home, and you think, oh, I really love that and I want that in my home. But really, at the end of the day, is it going to be practical for your family and your home? Whereas, whatever the item is, it could work well in this other home, but not in your home. And so it's really about thinking about whether it's going to work in our own home space. So I think that also by choosing the right layout within your home as well, whether it's going to work for you as well. So interior styling is just trial and error, especially when we're trying to work out the layout as well. So it needs to work functionally for us, as in our living space. So if we've got our normal items that we would have, coffee table, our sofa, couch, whatever you wish to call it, and usually, most people have a TV unit or a kitchen hutch or some sort of shelving in there. So we need to make sure that when we're laying out our space, for example, our living space, that we actually need to make sure that it is going to be working for us. So making sure that when we've set it up, that we've got everything in position to where it should be. So take a step back and have a look and see whether, your couch is in the way of the doorway, or whether your TV unit is in the correct place, because this is all going to be working. We need to have it all working functionally for us, so that it's set up right from the start and we don't have to change anything around. So making sure that these items that we have in our spaces are going to work well for us, because we don't really want to have something that we, just for example, we don't want to have a something that we'd have in the bedroom into the living room, because that's not going to work for us. That's just a bit silly, really, at the end of the day. But to sort of working, it could be something that is practical, that you think, well, it belongs in the bedroom, but really we could use it in the living space. So, even if you've got young children and we have toys, we're still at that age that we've got toys, we could even, instead of having like a shelving unit, you could have a set of drawers to put their items into. So it's just thinking of different ways to incorporate items that we most probably wouldn't ordinarily have in our particular space, that it could be practical for that space as well. Having multi-purpose furniture is also another great way to, something that's going to work functionally for us. So it can act as two different things. For example, if we have an ottoman in our living space, well, we can use that as a coffee table. So we could put our tray on there with our home decor accents, or inside we can store, being winter here in Australia, we could store our blankets in there instead of having them draped over the lounge. So it's thinking of multi-purpose items, household items, furniture that we can use, you know, in many different ways. Because if we're in a small home, we need to start thinking of, you know, functional items that are going to work well for us in our small home. So that's another tip. Also, I think the biggest thing is just to make sure that it's feeling right for you when you've got those items, or whether you're positioning your furniture. Because at the end of the day, like we're talking about, is it functional and is it practical for us in that space and in our home? So I hope you have found some value in this one. So if you do want to know any more on functionality and practicality in your home interior styling, please pop it in the chat below. Just say yes me, and let's connect on a free 30-minute home style strategy call where I can help you and teach you some more strategies about functionality and practicality when we're styling our homes. If you do have a question or a dilemma, please also, you can either pop it in the comments below, and I will be only happy to answer that question or your dilemma in a future Styling Insight. But until then, stay safe and be kind, and I will be back next week with a new Styling Insights. Bye for now.